Hello everyone, welcome to Donna Just Being Real, and my channel is about dating, love, relationships, and toxic relationships. Yes, and we're going to be getting into two toxic relationships this evening. Yeah, we're going to get into it. All right, so these are basically two trending topics that's been going on. And the first one we're going to get into, alleged man. Now, these are both could be allegedly, because it seems like a lot of people like to post stuff on social media, and the stuff is not true. You remember the whole McDonald's thing? So I just want to say allegedly to both of them. But so far, I haven't heard anything that they're not true. But still, we're going to get into these topics. So the first one we're going to get into is alleged man scammed by a woman for $5K. No cookie action. And then the second one we're going to get into is, hope you understand this one. Wife is furious at husband wanting to buy son's shoes. Wife feels the mother can't take it out of the child support. So I want everybody to share their thoughts and opinions about this whole thing, because we're going to get into these two topics, and I'm going to also show some clips of some other things about relationships too. All right, a little bit like, videos that was on TikTok and people giving their advice about different things about relationships, so you can share your thoughts too. So please hit the like button and share the video. And if you like my type of commentary, feel free to subscribe, and also check out some of my past commentary. And I also do emanations too on relationships. You might like that too. They give you, things that couples go through, and they give you a little bit of advice too. So check that out too. All right, so my co-host this evening is the real Jack Newtown. So he's my co-host tonight. And we're going to get into these two topics. And the first one we're going to touch on, well, basically, I'm going to get into the woman, and then Jack is going to get into the man. And we're just going to go back and forth, whatever, just with both of the topics. And I want you to share your thoughts and opinions. And let me see who's in the chat right now. All right, we have my co-host. And Lisa, hugs and kisses to you. Lisa's in the house. And then we also have Frugal Mama, hugs and kisses to you too. Hugs and kisses. All right, we're going to get ready. BG's up in here. All right, so we're going to get ready to get into the first topic. So first, give me a chance to share the screen. All right, so I'm going to share the screen because this is like really crazy. So like I said, the people who's watching the replay, share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Tell me what you think of it. How would you handle this situation? So just give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the music while I share the screen. Okay, now the first one that I'm going to share here. Now that's the first topic I'm going to get into. Okay, let me take this banner off. Okay, no. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, take the. Okay, we're going to get into this first one. Let me give you a full screen on this one so you make sure you see everything. Okay, and shout out to Dome because Dome did this commentary on his channel. And I was like, this is crazy. So I went to go and look it up and I wanted to see because I try not to be so quick about putting out commentary because a lot of times people put out false information. But so far I didn't hear this was false. But anyway, this kind of stuff does happen. Okay, it does happen. All right, so the first one is alleged man scammed by woman for $5K. No cookie action. So basically, he met this woman. They've been chatting it up. She's an Instagram model, and they've been chatting it up for a few months. And he flown her out to come and see him. And he spent a lot of money on her, wine and dine her. So he's a little uptight right now because she wouldn't give him no cookies. So he's upset. Interesting. But this kind of stuff happens. So let me know, who do you think is in the right? Do you think she's right? Do you think he's wrong? Or do you both think they just out of their complete mind? I don't know. Just let me know. All right, let's get it.
Shorty got me all the way up. So let me explain to y'all. Let me explain to y'all the story. I flew this way from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Been talking to her on Instagram for months. You feel me? I done spent damn near 5 G's on this. She talking about she don't want nobody touching her. Man, you got me up. You mean, well, you can leave. First of all, hold up. Man, first she talking about she don't even fly Spirit, right? Talking about she don't fly Spirit. No. Okay, so I get her so I get her Delta. That's damn near 600-700 last minute, right? Okay. So plus her bags, check-in, all that shit. We go get her the Uber, all that shit. Then I'm damn near at 2 G's already. So we get here. First night I'm being a whole gentleman. I've been a whole gentleman. Have you not? Have I not been a gentleman to you though? Have I not did anything? Yes. But you should have knew what it was if I flew you out here though. I don't want. Why come out here then? What do you mean? So y'all, this is the Instagram model. You know what? I ain't gonna even be no petty ass. Put your name on there like that. Because you're recording me. Okay, so why would you come halfway across the country knowing you didn't want to on that? You though. Yeah, I ain't say you did. You know what it was though. You know what it was. You want to spend money. I spent 5 G's on you. What are you talking about? That's what you 5 G's. What you talking about? So look, she did. Hold on, let me talk. Shut up. Then we have to go eat, right? So Shawty tomorrow she hungry. So Shawty, call him. Pack all this shit. I'll help you leave. Pack all this bum up. Pack all this shit. Pack all that shit up. It's not even about it's really about the money because it ain't about nothing. You feel me? It ain't about nothing. So listen, we get off the fight. Let me tell the story. We get off the fight. Okay. So I'm like, we went back to the room. She like, I'm hungry. I'm like, all right, well, let's go to a little restaurant or something. I'm trying to get her something to eat. She like, oh, no, I only eat the best. I want some crab legs. That's another. So we go to the restaurant. I spent damn near ordering steak, crab legs. I'm buying all that shit, though, being a pure gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Being a real. So I spent damn near 5 G's on this already. You can leave. Yes, you can go. Yes, I'll help you. Pack this shit up. You can get the all out. Get all your shit. Pack all it. It's already packed. Yes. Tell them how much money I spent, though. Tell them how much money I spent. I can get some. It ain't enough for me to call. I got another coming through. So you can leave. You can get the out. Get your shit. Get your shit. Been here 2 days. 2 days talking about, I don't want nobody touching me. ain't on her period. None of that. None of that. Put your shoes on. I ain't on her period. Nothing. What you do? You gonna whip me? She gonna beat me up? Please, come on now. Get your goofy ass out of here. You got me all the way up. All right. Like you better chill. Like you know, I don't really get on your ass for that. Can you get the out? Can you get the out? Can you get the? I can get my way any day, baby. That money, nothing, baby. I hope that 5Gs was worth it. Lame, man. You look y'all put your Instagram on there, y'all. We keep talking. I'm gonna tell everybody what your Instagram is. Yes, please leave. Get the out. Bye. 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 Why are you recording? Bye. Get back home. Catch your ass over. Where you going? You don't even know where the you at. Don't worry about where I'm going. Bye. Don't worry about where.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first one. And Jack, would you like to throw in your thoughts, or you want me to go at it? Jack, you there? Okay, well, I'm gonna start off right here. Okay, so this is like truly toxic, really just toxic. Okay, this lady has been talking to this man. I guess he said for a few months on Instagram. She probably an Instagram model, and then he flown out. He spent all this money and stuff. Now, what I could say is, okay, you're not obligated to have sex with this person. No, you're not obligated to do that. But she really did put herself in a situation that this could have turned left. She's lucky that she walked out of there, because if you go out here and mess around with the wrong man like that, she could have been in a body bag. She could have been sexually assaulted. Anything could have happened to her. This is not a smart thing to do. Okay? She's going out here meeting some man, talking to him on the Instagram or whatever. I don't know what kind of conversation they exchanged or whatever, stuff like that. Maybe she did tell him, but he didn't quite say that in the video, that she did say she was going to give to him or whatever. But she was taking a chance, and it's not cute. And a lot of women think it's cute to do these kind of things, but it's not. Not saying that you have to, but look at the way she dressed, set the Instagram model and stuff like that. But this could have went to a whole nother direction. Jack, do you have any thoughts here? Anybody have any thoughts into the comment section? Let me know. What do you think of this whole thing? Who do you think was right? Who do you think was wrong? And of course, now don't get me wrong. Now this guy was completely out of order, the way he carried himself. And then one thing that I didn't like too, and now Jack has said this too when I showed him the video, I didn't like the fact that he's videotaping the whole thing, and then he puts it out on social media. So there's something that she needs to watch out for, because dudes like this, you got to watch out. They'll have a hidden camera in the room while you two being intimate and put it out on social media, show to his boys and like some sort of joke. The thing called revenge porn. And I'm going to get into that topic one day. I'm going to talk about revenge porn, but that'll be a little bit later until stuff like that happens. So if he's able to sit there and videotape her and put it on social media, he probably would have put it on social media while they was being intimate. See? Ladies, you have to be careful. You got a lot of sleazeball men out here, and they think it's cute. They think this is the thing to do, to sit around here and and videotape, have a hidden camera. All right, let me see who else came up here. Frugal says you driving. Oh, hugs, kisses. Okay, and we have Realist up in here. And do I see my moderator? And I see Nikki Justice on the run. Hugs and kisses. What did Nikki say? Nikki says, "Who said often?" To the poll question. Okay, he cracking me up. I guess we'll never know, but somebody did. Well, God, dog. Okay, Realist says these women need to stop meeting up with these men and accepting money from them, which is true. Because she's playing a dangerous game. That was a dangerous game she's doing. Anything could have happened. And then the way he carried himself, I'm not taking any favors. This whole thing could have went a whole completely story. It wouldn't be happening like the way we see it now. She's able to walk out there, because some men out here, they cannot handle rejection. And I've done plenty of videos on that with these men that can't handle rejection. Now, don't get me wrong. You got some women out here too that's trifling, and they can't handle rejection too. Oh, Frugal says both wrong. Exactly. Both wrong. Set expectations.
Wow.
So they both, like I said, they both basically both was in the wrong. And you have to be careful out here. And the Instagram model and stuff, she probably been sending him some sort of pictures and stuff like that. And some men do feel, not all, So don't be coming at me in the comment section. People's watching replay. I'm so tired of people coming at me in the comment section. So just calm down. Stop getting it twisted. You can tell me, you can express your thoughts and opinions to me, but you don't have to attack me. Okay? Basically. But some men feel I spend money on you, I wine and dine you. You're gonna give me some cookies, right? You're gonna give me some. And if you don't, they don't handle it too well. Instead of being like, okay, never mind, just go in the bathroom and jerk off. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? No, they get upset and they might get violent. Okay, Nikki says something here. Nikki said, it's creepy out here. Yeah, it is creepy. You have to be careful. She going out here to see this man. He could have slipped something to drink. Or let's say vice versa. You don't even know that this man, she could have been setting up this man. She could have been putting something in his drink, have him passed out, taking pictures of his credit card and maxing them out. He can't understand what's going on. So it could have went either way. All right, now what Frugal says. Take time to talk. What have they been talking about? See, that's what I would like to know. So I just only know this clip. Only thing I know is he flew her out from Indiana and they've been talking. He met her on, he said she's an Instagram, I'm going by the video, that she's an Instagram model. And, so she came to see it. He spent a couple of G's. He's been what did he say? He's a whole gentleman or something like that. Oh my God, this is insane. It's totally insane. Oh, no, I don't hear you. No, I don't hear you, Jack. No. Are you trying to talk? I don't hear you at all. Oh, no wonder he wasn't answering me. Okay, I guess he's gonna go out and come back in. All right. The people's just coming. You want me to repeat this video again? Want me to repeat it? Put a yes or no. I can play it again if you want to catch something on here. Frugal said facts. Let me know. Tick tock, tick tock. Only like 3 minutes. I can play it again before I move on to the next one because I want Jack to share his thoughts on here. Come on. Just put a yes or no or something in the comment section. What's going on here? No, I don't. No, I don't hear you, Jack. No, I don't. I don't hear him. Is it me? I don't hear. Everybody hears me. Everybody hears me in the chat, right? Yeah, I guess y'all should be able to hear me. Okay. Can everybody hear me? Just making sure. I'm over here talking like crazy. Nobody can hear me. Oh, okay. Everybody can hear me. Okay. You want me to show the clip again? Is that a yes for the clip? I don't even. I'm just going to show the clip again before I move on to the next one. Well, yeah, let me just show the clip again. All right. Let's hold a second. I'm going to show this clip again. Let's get it.
Mama, Shorty got me all the way up. So let me explain to y'all. Let me explain to y'all the story. I flew this way from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Been talking to her on Instagram for months. You feel me? I done spent damn near 5 G's on this. She talking about she don't want nobody touch her. Man, you got me up. You mean, well, you can leave. First of all, hold on. Man, first she talking about she don't even fly Spirit, right? Talking about she don't fly Spirit. Okay, so I get her so I get her Delta. That's damn near 600-700 last minute, right? Okay. So plus her bags, check-in, all that shit. We go get her the Uber, all that shit. Then I'm damn near at 2 G's already. So we get here. First night I'm being a whole gentleman. I've been a whole gentleman. Have you not? Have I not been a gentleman to you though? Have I not done anything? Yes. But you should have knew what it was if I flew you out here though. I don't want. Why come out here then? What do you mean? So y'all, this is the Instagram model. You know what? I ain't gonna even be no petty ass. Put your name on there like that. Okay, so why would you come halfway across the country knowing you don't want to you though? I ain't say you did. You know what it was though. You know what it was. I spent money. I spent 5 G's on you. You talking talking about? 5 G's. What you talking about? So look, she did. Hold on, let me talk. Shut up. Here we about to go eat, right? So Shorty tomorrow she hungry. So Shorty, call him. Pack all this shit. I'll help you leave. Pack all this bum shit up. Pack all this shit. Pack all that shit up. It's not even about the. It's not even about. It's really about the money because it ain't about nothing. You feel me? It ain't about nothing. So listen, we get off the fight. Let me tell the story. We get off the fight. Somebody, we went back to the room. She like, I'm hungry. I'm all right. Well, let's go to a little restaurant or something. I'm trying to get her something to eat. She like, oh no, I only eat the best. I want some crab legs. That's another. So we go to the restaurant. I spent damn near ordering steak, crab legs. I'm buying all that shit though. Being a pure gentleman.
This pure gentleman is cracking me up. And another thing I'm trying to understand, why do these men out here always holler about when they spend money on crab legs and steak like they spending big bucks? I don't get it. Have you only experienced anything? None of the men I date, I've never experienced nothing like that. I hear these guys on the social media, they always talk about that. Oh well, I resume.
You know what I'm saying? Being a real. So I spent damn near 5 G's on this already. You can leave. Yes, you can go. Yes, I'll help you. Pack this shit up. You can get the get all your shit. Pack all of it. It's already packed. Yes. Tell them how much money I spent though. Tell them how much money I spent. I can get some. It ain't enough for me to call. I got another coming through. So you can leave. You can get the out. Get your shit. Get your shit. Been here 2 days. 2 days talking about, I don't want nobody touching me. Ain't on her period. None of that. Put your shoes on. I ain't on her period. Nothing. What you do? You gonna whip me? She gonna beat me up? Please, come on now. Get your goofy ass out of here. You got me all the way up. All right. But you better chill. Like, I don't really get on your ass for that. Can you get the out? Can you get the out? I can get my any day, baby. That money nothing, baby. I hope that 5 G's was worth it. Wait, man. You gotta put your Instagram on here, y'all. We keep talking, I'm gonna tell everybody what your Instagram is. Yes, please leave. Get the out. Bye. Why are you recording? Bye. Get back home.
Totally toxic. But thank God that she walked out alive because it could have went a whole completely different way. It could have went completely different. Okay, hold a second here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what did Nikki say? And Nikki, you got to see that second one. I want to know your opinion on that. I'm gonna also put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up and share their thoughts. Nikki says, if he's a real gentleman, he wouldn't be acting like this. Yeah. And that videotaping, that's something else too. I think Jack is having a little problems coming on, so that's why he's not here. Wait a minute. Did he just pop up? Is it working now? Jack, can you hear us? Wait. Okay. All right. What else did Nikki said? Nikki said she's not his girl. Mm-hmm. Frugal said he extremely toxic. All right, now I'm gonna play another clip here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and then the second story that I want to focus on, I'll put that after this clip. All right, so give me a second here while I share the screen. And I'll tell you what this story is about. This is pretty cool. This one is really cool. All right. Where is that? Okay, this one. Ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't it be so much easier in the dating scene, right? And when I say be so much easier, if people just out front would tell you that they trifling, they no good, they low down, and they only come into your life because they have bad intentions. They just want to hurt you. They just want to break your heart. They want to destroy you. So check out this clip. It's kind of funny, but I really wish that people just tell you in the beginning instead of wasting your time. But it's not like that because a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, in dating, wear a mask. All right, let's get it.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
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 And you look beautiful. I'm much better now that you're here because you look amazing.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Now, look, I'm pretty sure you're wondering what I called you for. Like, I know you got to go back to work and stuff, and
Yeah.
that's fine. But I just want to let you know, like, I couldn't wait because I'm just really excited to tell you this. But I really like you. You know what I mean? Like, I think you are so incredibly beautiful, like with your green eyes and your blue hair. And I love how you can do different things with your blue hair and stuff. Like, you just switch it up, and that's what I love about you. Like, you're like my little brown skin. You feel? You my little brown pop. Like, you my little brownie. You my little chocolate chunk. You my little chip ahoy. You feel me? Like, I just love that. You know, fresh from Wakanda. You feel me? Wakanda forever. You're like a warrior princess. I love that about you. You feel me? And I just wanted to know, if you feel the same. And if you do feel the same, I would love to take this to another level with you. Like, really connect and be with you.
um, I would like that, but like, Cam, what do you really want?
All right, look. The truth is, I just want to ruin your life. Like, I just want to completely ruin your life. Not like in the fun way, not like in like the ruin your life because like I'm giving you something you never seen before in a good way. I mean like legit ruin your shit. Like everything that you had going, just like tear it down brick by brick. We're gonna go on one good date. One good date to the Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna spend my last $200 that I should have been using for rent on you, and we're gonna be eating off the dollar menu for the rest of our lives. Like the rest of our lives. Like everything's gonna go from here just straight down, like just like that, just like that. I'm gonna make all these promises, saying, I'm gonna get a better job. I'm gonna get 2 jobs. I'm gonna get us out the hood. You feel me? Like I'm gonna put you through school. I'm gonna help you with your goals, and I'm gonna lose weight and all this type of stuff. And you say we gonna go out the country. We gonna go to Vancouver. We gonna go to Cancun. Is that out the country? It don't matter. We gonna go to Mexico. We gonna go all these other places, and then I'm not gonna do shit I said I was gonna do. Like I'm not doing jack shit. I will never keep my word, like at all. Also, I plan on quitting my job. You know what I mean? Because my job only pays $8.70 an hour. So I'm going to quit that little piece of shit job, have you working 2 jobs to help pay for both of us because, I'm not shit. And, I have no desire to get a job and stuff like that. Also, it would be great if we could move into one of our parents' houses and not have a place of our own at any point in time. Yeah, because my mom is trying to kick me out. And so it would be great if we could live with your mom. One thing you should know about me, I have horrible credit. Like I have horrible credit. Like they won't even take the cash. That's how fucked up my credit is. I'm in like the high threes. 400 is the lowest. I'm like at 398. You feel me? I don't even know if that's possible, but it is apparently in my case. So because you're with me, I'm gonna fuck up your credit because of my stupidity. That's my plan. I also saw your car in the parking lot. You know what I mean? And it's a nice car, and I want to drive it because this car, it's about to die, and it rarely has gas in it because I'm broke all the time. So I would just want to drive your car around. I'm gonna run all the gas out of it. Just run all the gas out of it. Probably get some parking tickets. Parking next to handicap spaces, fire hydrants. Get you a whole bunch of unnecessary tickets. I also plan on wrecking it a few times, bringing your insurance up, further fucking up your credit.
This is what happened, ladies, when you
Also
date
plan
a
on cheating
Dusty.
on you a few times, preferably with some of your friends, with the bigger booties, because like your booty's okay, but like they got like big booties. They got like Instagram model big, like 1 million views type big, like 50,000 likes big.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. Like World Star Hip Hop big, like Pornhub big, like stripper booty, like Club Flyer big. Like that's how big. Like they're like, damn. I already slid in some of their DMs earlier before you came in the car. I might get you pregnant. Like I might get you pregnant. Like I'm gonna convince you that you can trust me, and I'm gonna pull out and stuff. And if I get you pregnant, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna make all these tweetable manly posts about how I'm always take care of my seed. My seed ain't never gonna go without. Then I might leave. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna stick around. But you might have to lie to our child about where we're at. Like, oh, daddy's not here because he's in the army. Daddy's not here because he's in the Peace Corps. Daddy's teaching orphans how to read in Africa. What I don't give a damn what you say to him. Just long as he knows I'm not around. Lastly, the real reason why I only want to get in this relationship is not because I care about you or anything like that. It's because my mom is trying to kick me out, like I said earlier, and she gave me 2 weeks to find a new place. And 2 weeks is 14 days, and this is day number 14. So I'm about to be living in this car with no gas all the time. So if I could live with you, that would be ideal. Like that would be great. Babe, where you going?
Bye, Cameron.
Wait.
This is what happens when you deal with a Dusty. But at least he was honest in the beginning. And it's all this is hilarious. When I first heard it, I couldn't stop laughing. This is crazy. But this is what happens when you date these low down, dusty type of men. And men, when you go out here and date these dustettes, you can't deal with them. This is what's gonna happen. Yeah, I know, right? What Nikki laughing. This is insane, right? Oh my gosh, yikes. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in if anybody wants to come on to the panel and hang out, share your thoughts and opinions. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Okay, I'm gonna get into the second topic. All right, I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to pop on. All right, now we're gonna get into the second one, the second topic. Now, also, no, I'm gonna show you another clip, and then I'm gonna get into the second topic, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so just give me a second. I'm getting into the second one. What is who's this? Oh, hey, you changed your name because I remember the avatar. Anti, what it says, first time mistake, not another. Exactly. No, we do not repeat that. All right, and good to see you. Good to see you, and blessings. All right, so we're gonna get into the second topic here. Well, no, we're not getting the second time. I'm gonna show you another clip. So give me a second, ladies and gentlemen, so I can share the screen. All right. This is also another good one, too. Okay. All right. We're going to get into this one here. This guy has something to say, and he's basically talking about why men can't handle cheating. Why they can't handle it when their woman cheats on them. And he brought up some interesting point, and I kind of agree with him with that. Because you ever notice men is not as forgiving as women when it comes to cheating. Women can kind of forgive, but men, Well, let's just hear what he has to say, and y'all share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get it.
True story.
Hold a second.
I'm gonna tell you exactly why men can't handle a woman cheating on him like a woman can handle a man cheating on him.
Can you hear me, Donna?
We think about all the things we had to go through to get you, right? In that, we figured that if you cheated, it took another process. So you didn't cheat on me that day. You cheated on me. It was a process because every woman is not going to have a conversation and feel comfortable and say, I want to go home with this man. Okay. That's not every woman, especially when you in love or you married or you involved with an individual. So yeah, it's harder for a man to accept it because we understand the process that it took to get you. I had to take you on a date. I had to come over and meet the family. I had to pick the kids up and bounce them around on my leg. We had to go out, dinner, party, dance, meet friends. Then I get a chance to get the cat. You telling me you with me now and this guy automatically just gets the vajayjay? No, it didn't happen like that. We know that it was a process for him to get there. So it didn't start that day. It started a period of time ago, a few conversations ago, a few outings ago. This is why men is not accepting it. This is why men is not taking it. This is why men is not saying, oh, okay, I forgive you. No. See, with men, we're a lot more sporadic. The same way you met us at the bar. We was happy as hell to be with you.
Can you hear me now?
You got us like that. We know it was a process.
Can you hear me now?
We got more respect for you because we know how much it takes to get you. Point blank, period.
Okay. Donna, can you hear me?
So, ladies and gentlemen, do you agree with him or you don't? Do you agree or
Okay.
you don't?
Can you hear
Because
me?
I agree with him. I never looked at it in this type angle, but I know it's just something about with men. They can't stand a thought to know that some other man has been inside their
Can you hear
cookies.
me?
They just can't. It's just a hard thing for them. They just go out of their flipping mind. That's why some guys, they turn to the point they want to know who's this dude, where he's at. They want to beat him down. They just can't think of that. They just can't. But like he said, it's a process. It took a process to get you. So it's like, wait a minute. It took me a process to get this girl. I had to do this and do that to get her. So that means if she cheated on me, he went through the same process. So this ain't no one night stand. They kind of built something
Oh,
together.
you can hear me
That's
now?
where he's basically going.
Yeah.
And I extend. You have a point, Anti. Exactly. Ladies, expand your dating pool. I agree with that one totally. All right. What else? Nick said this should be good. Okay, yeah, it was a good one. All right. Can't hear. Can't hear you, Jack. Can't. You do
Can
hear
you hear me,
Jack,
Donna?
or you don't?
Can you hear me? They can hear me,
Can hear.
but you
You
can't.
can hear him. I don't hear him. Is it my thing not
Yeah, they
working?
can hear me. You can't.
I see the thing moving, but I don't hear him. Oh shoot. This is crazy. All right, I can't hear you, Jack. Oh, so you do hear him. I don't hear him. Thank you. That took what did Frugal said? That thanks. What it took him. She may have been. Oh, you can hear. I don't.
You
Jack, I
might have to
don't hear you.
refresh.
This is crazy. Oh gosh, this is not good. Y'all saying you can hear him. I don't hear him. They can hear me, but you can't. Nope, I don't. I don't get it. You know what? All right, let me go out and come back. If I lose y'all, sorry. Okay, let me go out and come back.
Okay, I think. Okay, yeah, y'all say y'all can hear me. Yeah, I think it is Donna may not be the one to be able to hear me. Put a one inside the chat if you can hear me. Put a one inside the chat if you can hear me.
Okay, Jack, you
Uh,
talking?
can you hear me?
I see it's moving. I don't hear you. I don't hear
Check your
anything.
mic.
Shoot. No, I don't hear anything. Hey, Anti, can you hear me? Can I hear you?
Yes. I
You
can hear
talking
you.
too, and I don't hear you either.
Oh, wait, hold.
Oh my gosh, this is not cool.
Can you hear me now?
Check your mic.
Can you hear me now?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all could just chop it up here for a second. Let me see if I can check this mic and see what's happening. All right, hold a second.
Okay, I think everyone in the chat can hear me, except for Donna.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Um, so I think that the thing about women is that we cheat in silence because we know what the consequences would be. Like when a man cheats, it's like, a lot of us, if we are in a committed relationship, we're more likely to forgive. We're more likely to compromise. Uh, but when it comes to a man, it's like we keep that silent. But oftentimes we cheat because we're not being cared for, we're not being listened to. We cheat for emotional reasons. So when we step out, it's simply because of that. And it is until we do the act. I can't speak for a lot of us, but when we do the act, we end up feeling so regretful. We end up feeling in the aftermath like, oh my God, I feel so I feel so like ugly in a way. Like it just, but it
Now, is
was.
this far as a marriage or just a relationship?
I could say both. I could say both. Yeah.
Now, a relationship, I wouldn't consider it as, it is what it is. But a marriage is, I say, hey, if you feel for somebody else, just get a divorce and be with that person you love.
Yeah. I mean, we try to do what men do, but it's just, when she demonstrated about how much of it is of a process for a man to do so much to have a woman.
Excuse me. I'm back.
Okay.
My son corrected it, but keep talking. I'm so sorry, and thank you, Jack, and thank you for coming on the panel. Y'all keep talking while I
All right.
set up the next one. I apologize. Go on.
Yeah. So when she demonstrated the video of that man, when he discussed the process of him trying to impress that woman and try to win over her heart and what he has to do in a way, and I'm not saying in every case, but when we step out, it's kind of a process for us to actually be with this other person that we have stepped out with, that we cheated with. And then it's like we have to weigh a whole lot of, um, we have to weigh out the options and just look at what we're really benefiting, if we're actually benefiting something aside from getting back at our partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, everyone has their reasons. I just say for it to be clear cut and dry, if you're married and if you're feeling somebody and you feel like you want to be with this person, just, I mean, let it be known. Just, get a divorce and move on with the person that you want to be with.
Yeah,
Uh,
that is
there's
true.
no use to there's no use to deceiving anyone. Just, if you wake up one morning and say, "Hey, I want to be with somebody else. I'm feeling this person,"
Right.
and it ain't working out. I think it'd be much easier than just running around and then eventually get caught, which can be either chaotic or, you know, depends
Yeah,
on the situation.
that is true.
Now, if you just boyfriend, girlfriend, well, I mean, there's not a lot of, you're not married. So, if people cheat, then it is what it is. That's, to me, it's a non-factor because you're not married. That's, I wouldn't put that serious versus a husband and wife situation. If you just boyfriend, girlfriend, you just, just friends with benefits. That's all. Um, and it is what it is on that aspect. Want to talk about that earlier video. I couldn't get in because my microphone was bad. Oh, allegedly bad.
Yeah, I think it was on my end. I had it still set on this.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I thought my mics were terrible, but because I had to reset and everything. I'm like, oh God, I'm messing up.
I
But
truly apologize, and I
no, no, no,
apologize
no, Donna, no, Donna, we here. Um,
and the
about
replay
the
will be.
guy, that flew out the lady, what, $5,000 plus,
Yes.
to the guy. Hey, it's that situation, roll it up. I mean, you take an L. I mean, you took a loss. That's $5,000. Just write it off on your taxes, man. I mean, I know it's bad. I know it's unfortunate that you may have got deceived in that process. It's like somebody got a hot mic on. Um, that somebody that is deceived in the process. Somebody got a hot mic.
Wait a minute.
Somebody,
Is it
yeah,
on?
whoever got a lot of background noise, just you can mute that out if you're not talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, for the guy, he can just roll it up. I mean, there's nothing more you can do about that. Just write it off on your taxes and just keep it moving. I mean, and also it was dumb of flying her out. I mean, if you wanted to have sex, I mean, you could just got a escort and handle your business if that's what you wanted. I mean, why try to wine and dine somebody and then demand sex from them If the whole intention was to have sex, then just pay the lady up front, and if she's willing to do it, okay, then y'all keep it moving. It's no use to deceive a woman and say, "Oh, I'm gonna buy you roses. Oh, I'm gonna buy you flowers. Oh, I'm gonna buy you candy. Oh, I'm gonna buy you this. Oh, I'm gonna buy you that." And then, hey, are you gonna give me some? No. If that's what you want, you hire a lady, a madam, okay, or whatever you want to call it, and whatever rate that she's asking for, you pay it, and you handle your business, and you keep it moving. Ain't no use to trying to pretend like you a whole gentleman. Which that never made sense. I thought you was just a gentleman and not a gentleman. I mean, but people
I never
people like
heard
to
of
chop
that one
over it.
too, Jack. That's a new one. The whole
Yeah,
gentleman.
yeah. But I mean, just if all you want is sex, just find a lady who is willing to do it for money. And you can bypass all the whining and the dining. You can bypass all the gifts. You can bypass all of the walks on the beaches if your purpose was to sleep with this woman. You know. So otherwise, you can't get mad if she says, "Oh, I don't want to put it out," and you was expecting it. You expect to have sex. Go get an escort, and at least you know when you pay it, the service is going to get done. Um, Now, as far as the lady, you know, you should have let it be known that, hey, if we're going to hang out, we're not going to have any sex. That may have convinced him to not pay for all the other expenses if she was up front and say, look, I'm not here to hook up. I'm just here to hang out and no sex. And if you don't want that, okay, I'll stay here. If so, you just want to hang out and chill, no sex, then okay, I'm ready for you. Um, and also, he should have saw her instead of the other way around. Uh, that's real stupid to go fly out somewhere with a guy not knowing that he might be the sex trafficker, he might be the pimp, he might be the serial rapist for all we know,
Oh yeah, that's true.
serial killer.
Anything could
You
have jumped
know,
off.
you just don't do that as a woman. You just don't go to where the guy's at. I mean, you setting yourself up for failure. If he wants you bad, he'll come to you. He'll fly out. And actually, it would have been cheaper on him if he flew out instead of flying her out. You know, but hopefully, this guy can just write it off on the taxes. And just take the L.
He
There's
did
nothing
say
you can do.
he did say he was good. He had another one coming up. You remember at the end?
Well, I mean, that see there, then now see now he understands. He understands the risk. He understands that he can lose money in the process.
Mm-hmm.
And see, number two, that's stupid. If you just want to have sex, just pay. And I don't know what city he was in, but just find a local escort and pay for it. I mean, you don't got to spend
Oh,
$5,000.
people said something that makes sense. They think it's cute because as I was watching her, like the body language, you don't have to see her. This you can talk about the body language, the way she dressed, and he said she was an Instagram model and everything. It really tells a lot about her character. And you see, some of these young girls think it's cute to do what they doing. You get me? She figured she had herself some sort of sucker, and she's gonna go out here winding down like, "Oh no, don't touch me." You know what I mean? And she knew darn well she probably said something to him, sent him some sort of half nudie pictures that we're gonna do something. And then she decided she wanted to flip the script there. She thought she was being cute, but it could have changed to a whole nother thing that this man could have attacked her. She could have been sexually assaulted. She could have been drugged. She could have been jumped by a whole bunch of men up in there. They could have gang banged her and throw her to the back of the hotel and thought nothing of it. You know what I mean? Or this man could have had a hidden camera, like I said. That's another thing, ladies. You got to watch out because you got a lot of these slime ball men out here and they have hidden cameras. You think you're being intimate with your man and everything is good, but he has a hidden camera. Okay, because that's his little sexual fetish. Let me say something. Everybody has a fetish. Okay, there's nobody here watching replay on here gonna tell me you don't have a fetish. It's BS. Everybody does. It's just some people's a little bit more extreme than the other one. Some people's illegal. It's not healthy, stuff like that. But everybody do. So it could be that type of dude. So you have to be careful. All right, I'm gonna move on to this next one because we run out of time of me, screwing up. I really apologize here. I know people watching replay, they're gonna say things messed up, and they're not gonna watch it because it's not gonna be organized. But hey,
Donald, don't worry about that. Leave that alone.
I be trying to do these things because I want somebody, people to learn from it. My child's like educational, so I don't want waste time. I know I go to people's live streams, they talk all this crap and all day, and you don't get nothing out of it. All right, so let's get to this next topic. We're gonna move on to the next one. And the next topic we're gonna get into, and I also have two little other clips too, like the other clip we showed before. This topic is wife furious at husband wanting to buy son shoes. Wife feels the mother can't take it out of child support. So this basically a situation is this is a married couple. You see the husband and wife, right? So obviously he has a child with another woman and he's paying child support. I think he said he's paying like $500 a month, okay, for the child. So I guess the child needs some sneakers, or maybe he just wants to treat the child for some sneakers. I don't know. Maybe the child got some good grades. He's like, yo, let me get my little man daughter. Well, I'm assuming the son. I don't know, whatever. His child some sneakers. So she goes furious. She goes buck crazy. Like, oh heck no, we're not gonna have this because you give her child support. She could take it out of there. All right. So y'all share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section while I show it, and then I'll share my thoughts and us on the panel. And Ty, you can share yours, and Jack will share his. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it.
This is
Okay, give me a second while I fix it here. Hold, please.
the shit I got to go through. It's like I got to choose between my child and my marriage, and the shit getting old. It's getting very old and frustrating. Between your child and your marriage, what is you doing? I mean, like, what's going on? I'm recording, man. No, I ain't recording because you ain't dropping that shit. I don't give a damn about no Facebook, no YouTube, or nothing. No. And I don't care nothing about that. Because my thing is right here. You pay $500 a month. You can drop it. I'm going to put your business out there. You pay $500 fucking dollars a month.
Let's go. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. Back with my bestie.
I'm sorry, it's just loaded with commercials. I'm gonna have to go back and find another one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So give me a second while I can find another one that doesn't have all of that. I thought if I go to the source, it would be better. So y'all can chat up if you like, and give me a second so I can find it.
Is that the guy who bought his child some shoes?
Yeah,
And
that's that.
and the new wife and the current wife is complaining about him buying shoes
Yes.
for his kid from the previous relationship.
Yep, that's that one. I'm trying to
I don't see a problem
I don't see
with
it.
them doing that. I mean, that's his kid. I mean,
Exactly. That's his child. I don't
you
see an
know,
issue with that.
I mean, yeah. I hope he doesn't have kids with the current wife. Uh, Now, if he does, then I can kind of see a little bit in why she would say that. But still, that's his son or daughter from the previous relationship. And I mean,
He has a right. I mean,
yeah,
he has a right to
mm,
buy things for his child, even if the
yeah,
child wasn't in his, even if it's not from his current relationship. He has a
yeah,
right to. So I don't
yeah.
see what is.
Even though if he's paying child support, that still, it if he wants to buy shoes outside of the child support, then that's on him. That's a personal choice.
Exactly, especially if he's doing his part, if he's paying the bills,
Okay,
then
ladies
what
and
is
gentlemen, found
what
it.
is it?
Now, if it's affecting their household and they're losing money, I can kind of see why she might be upset on that. But if it's not affecting the wants and needs of her, then again, I don't see an issue with him just wanting to buy his child shoes for school.
Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? Uh, oh, shoot. I just had it. All right. Just give me a second here. I just found it. I found it. Now I can't find it. Okay. Got paste. Okay. Uh, all right. Now I can show you the clip without because this came from World Star and I was going straight to World Star, but I'm gonna have to use this other person that downloaded from World Star. All right. Now we're gonna finally get to see the clip. All right. I'm getting ready to play the clip. Share your thoughts. Oh, please.
What I got to go through. Like I got to choose between my child and my marriage. And it's getting old. It's getting really old and frustrating. I'm recording, man. I don't give a damn on Facebook, no YouTube, nothing. No. And I don't care nothing about that. Because my thing is right here, you pay $500 for what? You can drop it. Don't put your business out there. You pay $500 for what? And child support. And ain't nobody been doing no extra. No shoes, no clothes, no toys, no nothing. Fuck all that. I don't give a damn. No, she can get the shoes out of child support money. She get the shoes out of child support money. That's what you pay child support for. The court ordered child support. You ain't got to do shit else. And she ain't gifting nothing else. She should have never took the fucking child support out if she needed more money. Why shouldn't I feel like that? That's my fucking child. I don't fuck that child. Fuck you too. I don't give a damn about that. Shoot. You pay $500 a month in child support.
Oh, did she say F that child?
Yes.
You buy shoes. You buy them shoes. You buy them shoes. That's it. That's it. I'm saying you pay child support. What you paying the child support is for?
Did she say F that child?
No, you ain't getting no shoes out of here. You ain't.
All bets are off. No,
It
he
don't
get that
matter.
divorce.
And it's
Get
what
that
matters.
divorce now.
No, you don't need to buy no shoes. She get the shoes out of child support money. $500 a month. That's what y'all agreed on.
No, yo.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm
god.
lucky she ain't caught the fade on that one.
What? And she's about to leave?
I hope she does. Leave.
So she putting him out.
Oh, she's put. Oh my god.
Because he's taking care of his kid. Ain't that something?
Oh my god. Oh my god. She's so territorial.
I hope they don't have children together.
That's what I'm doing. I'm getting your ass. You want to buy some shoes? You want to buy some shoes? It won't be in here. I'm getting you up out of here. Get you up out of here. No. Ain't no put up. No, you want to get shoes? You want to get shoes? Really? Oh no, we getting your ass up out of here. Yeah, we getting you up out of here.
Oh my
But that, you won't get no shoes in here. You can get some shoes, but it won't be in here. It won't. It watch.
Oh my god.
Look here.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, because he decides.
The child and the mama. Fuck
What?
all y'all. And guess what?
Oh.
You want to get shoes, you got that big. Matter of fact, why her husband can't buy him no shoes? It ain't fucking responsibility. It is his responsibility. He married. If he married her, he take on the child too. Why he can't buy
gonna say that to to his child? You're gonna say that? You're gonna say this?
Hmm.
And
Crazy, right?
oh my god! And oh, I wanna say. There's something I want to say, but
Go
I
ahead, share
really,
your thoughts. Go ahead, share your thoughts.
with what's going on with Black women in this country, and what is going on, like with statistics and how we're being harmed, I really, really don't want to sound apathetic, but part, just part, you're giving us a bad name by disrespecting his child like that. She's so vicious, so disgusting. Oh my God. This is what's getting these crazed certain pill community, I would say, to get to try to off their women because of her character. This is disgusting. You're giving a false representation of us and displaying why we're getting harmed like this. This is bad. Are you going to say F his child? Really? That's an innocent child. He doesn't deserve that. Oh, babe. Oh.
Yeah, I heard this. I was crazy, but Jack, you want to share your thought before I get
I
in?
mean, if they don't have any children, he better get a divorce from that woman. Just roll it
But
up.
let's just say that they have children and he provides for everybody. He even pays a mortgage, let's just say hypothetically, and he decides to be kind enough to reward the child or just give him some shoes for whatever reason. Is that still a bad thing? If it's a once in a blue moon thing.
I mean, but what I'm seeing is it seems like the bills are getting paid and her needs are taken care of. I think it's just more of she has an issue with the child's mother. I think that's more personal than it is financial. It seems pretty personal because the way she said "f though, f that kid," and "f her" and "f that kid," all bets are off there. I mean yeah, you could roll it up on that one. You can forget about it. There's no if and no excuse whatsoever after that.
What I
Zero. I mean, you pretty much lost the argument. You pretty much lost any sympathy if somebody wants to side with you after that.
what I'll say about this whole situation. See, people don't take marriage very seriously. And the problem is, they don't take it serious. When you marry the person, you take on everyone. Their children is like your children. That's number one. Okay? Now, even in the dating scene, if I'm with this guy and the holidays is coming up, I'm gonna be like, babe, what are you getting for your child? You want us to go out shopping together so we can get something. Does your child need anything? Because if I'm supposed to be with this guy and especially married and love him, I'm supposed to love his children too. So a simple thing like shoes, I would never go crazy about. I would go crazy, be like, he come to me, yo, she's stressing me, talking about, I gotta get some shoes. So I'd be like, well, what do you mean she's stressing you to get some shoes? You have a problem doing it? And if he said he had a problem doing it, I'd be like, well, you know what? I have a problem being with you. Because let me tell you something, when it comes to child support, this money that men is giving, or vice versa, women give it to men because there's all women out here that have to pay child support, right? It's really not enough. Okay, it's not enough unless you're dealing with someone who's like a doctor, lawyer, sports player, or somebody who's big who's making a lot of money. Then they can't be complaining about them because they're getting a lot of money for child support. But when the child is living with you, living with the person, full custody, 24 hours, that child support is not enough. And that 500 he's getting, I'm not trying to knock what he's giving, but it's not a lot of money. He probably knows that. Like, look, the child needs something else extra. Or maybe he just wants to give a gift. He just wants to do the kindness of his heart. And this is your husband. You're supposed to respect what he's doing. And you're supposed to be like, okay, babe, what you want to do? You want me to help you go get it? Do you want me to go and pick it out for you or something? Because usually women do the shopping for the men. Men is busy working, doing this. They can't really think of stuff. They say, hey, honey, can you go and get something for my son or whatever? So, and she'll do it with no problem. And for her to act the way she did, then she cursed out the child. She's horrible. He basically, this is another story. He's laying down with Satan's daughter. Okay, and this is what you get. See, he should have dated her more to see what she was all about. But in some cases, you could be with somebody and you find out later. But I mean, if they do the proper steps, you date a person for about a year and a half, you really get to know them, spend time with them, and you see how they are. You see how they act around your children, holidays, ups and downs and everything. Then hey, this is the woman I want to marry, who I want to spend the rest of my life with. But it seemed like this is one of those situations. I don't think they dated long enough for some sort of reason. I don't know. This is all my thoughts and opinion. I don't know because we just going by, just going by the video. But what she said was horrible. That's just totally horrible. I would be upset if he came in the house and he'd be like, he had an issue getting something for his child. Your child calls and say, Daddy, I want this, such and such. And the first thing I'm looking at him like, you gonna get it, right? That's the first thing. And if he's sucking his teeth and got a problem, then I have a problem with him. But this chick she's just a monster. You married. And then she's like, you gonna get the heck out the house? What kind of crap is that?
Oh no, this
You
is
don't do that. Marriage, you're supposed to accept everybody. You marry, that's why they call stepchildren, and you're a stepmother. So she's supposed to love those children from him the way, like it was her own children. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to accept them. If you have a problem being with someone who has children, I mean, because it could be drama. You're dealing with somebody who has children. Well, then don't marry the person. Find yourself somebody who doesn't have children, and y'all two just make children together. And don't have to deal with that. But if you're dating somebody who has children, and especially get married to them, hey, sorry, it's a package deal. You gotta accept them. It is what it is. Okay, and yes, you do have some trifling women that's out here using these men out here and taking them from money. Oh, Diamond Diva, I see you up in there. I'm sorry, to get to the comments. Um, you do have some trifling you know, mothers out here, and they trying to milk the man. And you got some women out here that has kids from another guy, but the other kid, one kid that has a father who has money, who's a provider, and she using that child support to take care of the other man's kid because she had a kid by Dusty. That's a whole nother story. I'm gonna get into that one. All right, but we didn't hear this in the story, so it's not one of those situations. But hey, it is what it is. But this woman is a monster. This is horrible. I couldn't even believe the words that she was saying, and I'm like, and this is your husband? Wow,
wow.
that
And you're
that
gonna say
that
that to somebody else's child. If it was somebody else, who knows if she would be even here to even say that? Don't say that to
Nikki says
somebody.
money is tight these days. Yep, money is tight. But let me tell you, I'll say one thing. That's my husband and a kid. We gonna find a way to figure out get some money for that child. Child needs some shoes. And what else? We gonna get some socks with it? Does want a matching outfit? What we gonna do? Because that's like my child. Because I'm so called married to this person. I'm supposed to be in love with this person. This person loves me. So I'm supposed to accept what they have. So, and they have a child.
There
But
you
I don't
go.
know.
You got a point there, Donna, because I mean, he already had the kid before the marriage, so she knew that he has a child, and once you marry him, that child is going to be part of that circle, no matter how you
Yeah,
slice it.
it is. It is what it is.
If she understood that this man had a child and he's going to focus on this child, then she should have got somebody else.
Exactly. If you have a problem with that, and there's nothing wrong if you want to be with someone who doesn't have kids because you don't want to deal with that, I totally respect that. Well, then find yourself somebody who doesn't have children. Hey, it is what it is. Let me see what Diamond Diva said. Here watching, I think that the wife is totally out of order, that the child was before he married her. And way she's talking like that's comes animosity towards the child, that marriage is in trouble. Yeah, big time trouble. What as Nikki says, the wife is definitely not out of order. Her saying F the kid is wrong. But here's a bigger issue here. Okay. So you saying what she's saying is wrong, but I guess you're saying is you agree, you don't have to pay anything else extra besides with the child support. All right, let me see what else Nikki says. They already settled how he was going to take care of the child in front of the judge. Okay. What else Nikki says? Am I correct here? Okay, the wife definitely has to say in what goes on outside of the court order in her house. Okay. Let me see what Frugal says. Exactly. Period. All right. Nikki said something else. He gave the money already. I don't know if he did. I don't even know if he did for sure. I don't know about that one, Nikki. Love doesn't pay bills. Ooh, I agree with that part. Child support was already in place. But I just said one thing with child support. Sometimes that child support is not enough. It just, goes by every state. Every state is different. But sometimes child support is not enough. I mean, when you watch a child 24 hours, whose toilet tissue you're using, the child gets sick in school, who they calling to come pick up the kid. So that means you have to leave work. So you miss a day's pay or whatever. Depends what kind of job that you have. You know, you might want to go somewhere. You have to pay for a babysitter. Okay, so that's money right there. So sometimes that child support is not enough. It's a lot to having a kid. That's why if everybody's husband and wife is together with their kids, it makes things a little bit more easier. But when they're not, it's going to cost more. She has to pay the rent to keep the kid, keep a roof over the head. She has to pay the lights to keep a roof over the head. She has to make sure the refrigerator is full. They knock down some milk. Milk ain't cheap, and that box of cereal is not cheap. Okay, then you got the medical. I mean, it's a lot, and the child support sometimes just don't make that cut. It don't. And a simple thing like asking for shoes, hmm, and she should have known. And it seemed like I don't know, we don't know the whole story, but it seemed like he's probably a giving person and he wants to take care of his kid. So if she would have dated him long enough, because it sounds like a couple that hasn't dated long enough. This is my opinion. She would date long enough, she would know that he's a giving person when it comes to his child. So this shouldn't be so much of a surprise. So now she wants to go into foot mode. You know, I know everybody, see it differently. That's true. Technically, if you're giving whatever you're giving for the child support, you don't have to do anything extra. And there's a lot of men or women that's on child support. They are so happy, like, I did my child support, come out that check. I ain't doing nothing else. I'm done. I'm good. That's it. Don't ask me for nothing. Wow. Okay. It is what it is. All right, wait a minute. Nikki's saying more stuff. Nikki says, it doesn't matter. The mom and dad agreed on child support. Okay, Nikki also says she asked for child support. And what was the last thing she said? And she got it. So that's just all I have to say about with this one. They married. You have to accept as a full package. I'm married to the guy. He has kids. His his children is my children, and I want the same from him. And that will be discussed before we get married to find out where his head is at. And if he's not on the same page as me, well, then we're not compatible. It's just not going to work. Let's just keep it moving. And I find this kind of stuff out early before I even start, the love bug start hitting. Because you know what? That love bug start hitting in, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all start, going against your beliefs and your what I'm trying to say, your beliefs and the things that you would do, would not do, because that love bug kicks in. So you got to find out all of this in dating. That's why it's important to date a person. Date, date, date. Get to know the person. Ask questions and look in their eyes. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry.
What?
Yeah, I really like how you mentioned about dating and looking at the person's eyes. And I feel like in our community, um, well, at least, before we have, I guess, educated ourselves on dating and relationships, we, as far as women, it's like, we don't really date long enough to be in a relationship and get into marriage with the person. And I feel like when the pandemic hit, there was I feel like tumultuous relationships started to arise. There was high domestic violence rates as well as divorce rate. And it was when the pandemic hit, when people started staying home, they start to really get to know who their partner really is, as
Oh
opposed,
yes. Yeah.
yeah, as opposed to before, where it's just, people had to go to work, they had to do their 9 to 5 or whatever the shift was. And They didn't really think much. They didn't think anything of it. It's just okay. Like I do my regular thing, and I'm with my partner, or I have children with the person, and everything. They didn't Character assessment wasn't really that much of a thing because people were just they had to move, they had to go through the day with their regular day. Then it's like, oh, this is what happened in domestic violence, and all these, and everything else that was displayed. So then now, with now that we are educating ourselves as in terms of like dating people, we have to really know, what are we willing to I don't know if I should say settle, but what, can we survive certain traits of the person? Can we compromise with the person? Um, we have to really educate not just the things that we want, but try to see if we could find a middle ground with the people that we are dating. And if not, then we go to the next one. Just because you date somebody, that doesn't necessarily mean that person is going to automatically be your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You just date the person, and then you just go on to the next. It's good to have a lot of options. That way, it will help you to make a better decision as to who you should spend your life with.
Hmm. And that's just so important with dating. So many people is skipping stages, man. I mean, it's just amazing. It's like they just meet, and next you know they moving in together. Relationships is really supposed to go like this. You're dating each other, you get to know each other. You're dating for like about a year, pushing a year and a half, right? It really kind of depends, at least about a good year, or maybe long. Depends, like, if you're talking about 20s, early 20s, maybe about 2 years, because you're all two both going to college or whatever, trying to get your stuff together. Whatever. When you're a little bit older, you kind of know what you do, what you don't want, whatever. So maybe about a good year and a half of solid dating. You date each other, then you get engaged. He proposed to you. Women, y'all don't propose to men, okay? Women pick the men pick who's going to be the wives, okay? That's how it goes. He proposed, she accept. They together. Now they engage. Then they get married and then they move in together. But everybody's skipping stages. They having sex quick, okay, moving in with each other, no engagement, no commitment, no nothing. They just shacking. And it's just really confusing because nobody's really going through the proper stages. Everybody's just so much in a rush. I gotta have a man, I gotta have a woman, I gotta have somebody. I mean, how the heck you just date somebody for like a month and these women be moving these guys in their home? I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? You don't know this person. Why this person so quick to move in with you? What's going on with them? What's going on with their home life and everything? That's why when I showed that video, the one that was the comical one, was saying is, I need a place to stay. He was making a joke and everything, but this is what these dusties and dustettes will do, and destroy you. But too many people skipping steps. Let me read what Frugal said, and I'm gonna show another clip and tell me what y'all think of this one. All right, Frugal says child support is minimal. If you want to buy a whole wardrobe, that shouldn't be an issue. When she said F that child, it was like saying F you by Felicia. Exactly. Oh, that would have been a no. Oh my gosh, I would have been done. I'm like, what you said? I'd be like, make sure you repeat. Now that you repeat, okay, that's it. Time for me to ghost you. All right, let me see what Oh, ladies and gentlemen, just hold it just a second. Hold this. Sorry there. My son in the background screaming, bugging out. Okay. What Nikki says here. It doesn't matter how minimal child support is. You asked for it. You didn't get to complain or ask for more. Okay. All right. What else Nikki's saying up in here? And I'm going to show this other clip here. All right. I think the wife accepted what was going on with the child, but the issue is being pushed. Hmm. Could be. Like I said, we just going by this clip. We haven't broke bread with these people living in the house, so we don't know exactly the whole story. Okay. All right. Nikki also says the mother made it an issue when she involved the courts. Mm. I'm gonna tell you one thing. If it was me being a man and whatever, I would just say I would already go to court before she even take me to court. Just take it out the child support, so we just won't have no problem. But I would still be giving extra. just to say, but some men don't like to be on the child support or whatever reason it is. I don't know, but this is really a sad issue, and this is supposed to be your husband. Okay. That's supposed to be your husband. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this next clip here, okay? You are single until the person says I do. Tell me if you agree with this or not. And I think when my mic was acting crazy, I think Jack was saying something about with this kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. Let's play it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Okay.
Hey, is she still considered single if she done been with her dude for 5-10 years?
Her ass is very much single. You not married, you single. I don't care if you've been with him 35 damn years. Your old ass is single. I don't care. So you can stop with the dramatics and stop with the nonsense. These women setting themselves up for failure. Y'all sitting up here giving this man everything he want without being married. That's what's making it harder for them to marry y'all. Some of them get on here and say, you know what? Well, what if I don't want to marry? And you's a damn fool. You know you do want to marry. You've been with him that long. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Because that's bull. You're sitting up here washing his funky ass drawers. You washing his dirty ass socks. You washing his clothes. You cooking for him. You giving him sex and everything he wants. So of course he's not gonna marry you. He don't feel pressure to do it in the first damn place. A real man ain't gonna even need no pressure. He gonna marry your ass within the first damn year if he real about his stuff and want to be with you. See, a lot of these fools get caught up too, and they'll sit up here and get all this good stuff, but be scared to tell that woman they not real with them. Well, I really don't want to be with y'all. I want it with sex. So they lead them on. And that's how both of y'all asses get caught up in some bullshit. Because everybody faking the funk. You faking it, not trying to, you giving him too damn much, and he faking by not telling you the damn truth. Wake up, ladies. Wake up, men. Just start being honest from the jump, and things will be all right. You'd be surprised how far ahead your ass get in life, player.
Okay. What do you think of this one?
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. I'm sorry. I have to give it to him. He's right. He's right. And this is not to victim shame or anything. A lot of us have fell victim to that. We try to prove our love to the men that we want to be with by doing so much and
Yeah.
just doing wifely duties without demanding a ring, and because of that he will take advantage of us because he knows that we will never leave him, even if we were to be bought $10,000 $100,000 to leave the man, we won't. So that's how, in a way, kind of gullible that we are. So that's why we have to really just, I guess, try to level up our mindset by making sure, if we're doing all of this, what are we getting in return? Are you providing? Are you protecting? Are you, giving us what we deserve? Are you giving us wifely treatment? Are you marrying us in under a year? Like, are you doing that? Because we're not going to go through hoops, giving you all these wifely benefits, and you're not giving us a ring. It's not going to happen. Like, you have to prove to us why we should spend our life with you, why we should spend our youth, why we should, dedicate everything to you. So he definitely makes a point, and we all have to adopt that mindset. Until he marries us, we're not giving any benefits to this person.
I agree. I agree. And then so many women they do that because they think that it's going to be a way to get him to want her and to marry, but they don't realize sometimes it doesn't work that way with some men. It doesn't work that way. It is what it is. I agree. He broke it down though. He had a point there. Had a point, especially you got these women, and I've heard women like they've been with the guy for how long? Oh no, I'm not looking to get married. Now I'm not looking. You a darn lie. Yes, you are. You wish he would ask you. Because if he was, you'd be out here dating some others. You giving all your quality time to him. You know you do. You two been together for how long? People's asking you, you been with John for a minute. When y'all gonna get married? Family and friends do ask that question. You know you feeling uncomfortable when that's asked. BS. Jack, you have anything to say before I go on to this next clip? The 50-50?
No.
Okay. We're going to go on to the next clip here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one here, woman, she talking about with the 50-50 relationships. Tell me, what do you think of this one? And I have one more clip after that, and then I'll let y'all go. Yeah, I think I have one more after this one, another short one. So let's hear what she has to say with the 50-50.
My sisters, I'm not sure who told you that when you get married, you have to split the bills down the middle and it's 50-50, but that is incorrect. That is not the standard of the Lord. Standard of the Lord is the man is the head of the household. Therefore, he carries the majority of the weight. The Bible says in 1 Timothy 5 that any that does not take care of his own, not her own, but any that does not provide for his own family is worse than an infidel. He doesn't put that responsibility again on the wife. Now, of course, a virtuous woman is going to be everything that God created her to be, and she's created to be a helpmeet. So yes, she can help him pay some bills, but she shouldn't be obligated to pay 50-50. Or in some cases, I see where the woman is just basically taking care of the man. Now, there's always the exception. If you're a woman and you're making $100,000 a year and your husband is making $25,000, that's the exception. But again, it shouldn't be the requirement. It shouldn't be the standard or the expectation. The man carries the majority of the weight. You take his last name. He doesn't take your last name because he is responsible for you once you become married. I remember being young and dumb, didn't know a lot about how things were supposed to be, hadn't really met a real man other than my father, and I was living with somebody, and he made me pay half of the rent, half of the light bill, half of the groceries, and one time we got a $30 water bill, and I said, well, okay, it's only $30, surely he gonna just pay that by himself. That joker asked me for $15. He wouldn't even pay that by himself. But when I met a real man, and when I got into the word of God, then my standard changed. So ladies, if you are with somebody and he's making you pay half of the rent, half of the light bill, half of the groceries, then that's not a husband. That's a roommate.
I agree. You got yourself a roommate. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't pay that one. He looking for half, but I bet you that night he was all up in her trying to get those cookies that night too, and don't understand why she not feeling him. It's just amazing. But what do y'all have to say? You have anything to say about this one? Do you agree? Do you disagree, or not?
Yeah, it's a man's responsibility to provide for everything in the house. He has to carry that load to make sure that his family is set. And, I don't know why they keep spitting this rhetoric of this 50-50 relationship. It's like you're basically having a roommate. That's not someone that
It's a
really
roommate.
yeah, definitely a roommate. Because if a man really loves a woman, he would go above and beyond. He would spoil a woman. He would provide for a woman. Just make sure that the woman is happy with a capital H. So come on, don't do roommates here. Make sure he provides for everything. So that's how you know that he loves you.
It is the truth. And it's not all about the man having a whole lot of money. He can always provide in different type of ways, even financially, whatever. He could just be like, "Oh, babe, I'm looking at your car. Look like you need to get yourself a tune-up or oil change. Let me go take it to the shop and take care of that." Winter time is coming up. He checks your tires. He's like, "Yo, tires is not looking too good right here. Let me go and get you some tires." He's going to make sure you're safe and you're good. That is one thing. And men love doing that. And that's when a woman feels feminine in her way. But when she feel like she have to step out of the role of the man and he's there, it's like it's a joke. It's a joke. And if you're doing these kind of relationship that's 50-50, that is basically a roommate. It's a roommate. And like she said, is the truth is when you're getting married, why do they say that the wife, the bride, the bride pays for the wedding when her parents pay for the wedding? Why? All the man has to do is just show up. He's not supposed to pay not a look a dime or nothing. You know why? Because they're saying is he taking her in because he's going to take care of her for the rest of her life. So hey, if I'm doing that, you can at least pay for the wedding. That's why it's all about her that day. If you notice that. But people don't seem to realize that. They don't understand that. And why is she taking his name? Because he's the head of the household and he's going to be the provider, the protector of her and their family. He's going to always make sure everybody is good. And it's in the Bible. I mean, y'all can go look it up, whatever. Y'all can argue what you want, but I go by what the Bible says. All right, Nikki says, these men expect pregnant women to work. Yeah, that's another thing, too. You know, I don't understand that. You got some men out here, they want these women to work these full-time jobs and then come home, cook and clean and take care of the kids, pick up the kids, go and buy the groceries, do the laundry and everything. While he comes from work, he just sits back on the sofa and just drink a beer or play a little PlayStation. Or then he'll come in the house for a little bit, eat. So, I'm going to go run out with the boys for a little bit. Now I'll catch you later. But she can't. And now if she wants to go out with the girls, it's like all kind of heck, all hell breaks loose. Oh, what you going out there? You running out the streets. You need to be home, taking care of the kids. Oh, but you can go. It's fine. You know what I mean? And she's working a full-time job just like you. Nah, unacceptable. There's a lot of women out here that, that do it. They want that independent, open up their purses all the time. Y'all go ahead. You see what's going to get you at the end. All right. What else Nikki says? The men want free. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do have a lot of men that's out here that want free. They are only looking to get over. Mm-hmm. It's the truth. And as it's on women, you have to speak up. But a lot of women is, lonely and desperate, and or they see this crap that their parents was doing, or they see this crap in their environment when they was growing up. So they think it's normal, but it's not normal. Like I said, why do you think you take the man's last name? Why is it that the wedding, the woman pays for everything? Because he's going to take care of her for the rest of life and the family. So it's like, hey, you got to pay for the wedding. All he has to do is just show up. Show up. He goes for the tuxedo, measured, make sure everything looks, measured for him, and that's it. And then he has a big old bachelor party, and that's all. And his best friend pays for the bachelor party. So he ain't kicking out a dime because he's going to do it later. He's going to make sure she's good. But some of these women there just go for it. I mean, whatever, makes you happy. But I know some of these women, they get frustrated with it. And it's like, hey, you knew what you was getting yourself into, and speak up. That's why when dating, don't, date smart, not thirsty. That's what I always say all the time. All right, I have one more clip. Let me see. Did I have one more clip? And then I'll let y'all go. Jack, do you want to share your thoughts or not? Jack, you there? Okay, guess he stepped away. All right, yeah, this one here is a good one. I'm going to show you this clip here, and then I'll let y'all go. And I'm so sorry for all the craziness, because if everything would have went right, it would have been done under an hour. Okay, excuse me, y'all. Give me a second here while I share the screen. And Anton, if you have any thing you want to share, you can go ahead and share it. If you have anything else to add.
No, not now. No, nothing else.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. All right, this is another short clip. It's about 2 minutes. Let me Okay. Now, this was an interesting one. And ladies, not every man out here is trying to dive into cookies. Some men out here is looking for the right woman to be with. They rather just be celibate until they find the right woman, or they selective. You got some guys out here. If she got he diving in. He don't care any time of the day. He's jumping. But this guy is saying something different, and there's a lot of gentlemen that's out here that's like that. So let's hear what he has to say, and you share your thoughts. Let's get it.
Listen, let's stop just having sex to have sex, man. And I get it, and I ain't talking to the people who just want to be out there doing that thing, and you're not looking for anything serious. I'm not talking to y'all. Keep doing your thing. I'm talking about people who are looking for serious relationships. Like, it's just something about getting to know somebody on a deeper level without sex. Because sometimes sex clouds your judgment. You know, you give it, it brings a different emotion into the relationship. Sometimes y'all find yourself dealing with stuff because you don't have sex and it, you know, sometimes it messing with your head, man. You know, he putting it down or, you know, she throwing it back, whatever. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm talking to men and women. Like, we don't have to rush in to sex. I can't remember the last time I had sex, but I don't feel like I'm missing out on nothing. I'm good. I mean, it's just something about trying to get to know somebody on a deeper level. And then some of y'all, the women on here that I've met, talked to outside the app, you know, y'all be taking me through because I be with y'all. And then, you know, hoping then y'all find somebody, and then a couple months later, it's over with. And then I got to go through the depression, you know, the breakup with y'all. Like, we be going through this shit together. And then, you know, a lot of it be, y'all be upset because you giving yourself sexually to somebody. And that's something you feel like you should have kept because that wasn't the person that you thought they were. But you didn't give it enough time to see. I mean, sometimes a month, two, not really not enough time to really get to know who somebody is, you know, inside and out. Like deep. Sometimes you ain't really having those deep, strong conversations or just situations. You ain't even gave it enough time for certain situations to pop up to see how they handle situations, to see if, okay, this is a person you want to be with based on how they handle certain things. So we just need to do better. Like, most of us are grown. We can do without sex. And if a person tell you they can't wait, they might not be the person for you anyway because they're not mentally strong. Like, sex ain't everything. It's not a drug. Like, I love sex, but it just, like I said, I just feel like it's something that we can wait on. So we need to do better, men and women. Like I said, if you just want to have sex, it's cool. I'm talking about you people that's wanting something different and you keep going through the same cycle over and over and over again. Like, stop.
Okay, last clip. You all want to share your thoughts?
No lies told. No lies. Oh boy, no lies toys. No, no lies told. But the thing is, some people do it for, I don't know if I should say nefarious reasons, but when they have sex on the first date, like some women, they just, some women want to do it just to do it. They think, oh my God, he's so fine, I'm gonna do it, no strings
Mm-hmm.
attached.
Mm-hmm.
So some people do it with no strings attached with the intention of not hooking up, and then somebody else ends up falling in love with the person that they were physically attached to. So that's one of the reasons. Should it be the main reason why? Because like you said, it clouds your judgment. So you think that, okay, I'm gonna just hit it and quit it. You end up falling in love with the person that you never intended to, the person that you just wanted to just hit it and go, and then go to the next person. So really get to know the person, get to know what their likes and dislikes, and see if it aligns with the things that you like and dislike. And then you'll know whether the person is good for you or not.
I agree. I agree. So some people get, so caught up, and a lot of people don't know the difference between love and lust. I think people is really confused there. Jack, you want to share your thoughts? I'm gonna read the after
No,
that.
no.
Okay, I'm gonna read the poll. The poll. All right, let's read the poll, and I'll let y'all go. We got 11 votes. And have you ever had sex on the first date? 11 votes. 36% said absolutely not, Donna. And 36% says often. Okay, that's a tie there. And 27% says the right one, I will. Ooh. All right. Well, this is sum up. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for engaging. And thank you, Anti, for being up here. I appreciate it. And sharing your thoughts. Too bad I didn't hear what you were saying earlier. So, I'll listen to the replay. I get to hear the things that you were saying earlier. But thank you. And thank you, Jack, for co hosting. I'm so sorry again for the whatever.
Don't apologize.
So hopefully people watch the replay. And, what I end with, it's important that just date smart, not thirsty. Okay, watch out for the red flags. Listen to that gut feeling. If something is not right, God is telling you something is not right, telling you to move on. Listen to that feeling. It's there for a reason, but a lot of people want to ignore it. And another thing too is, if you have several people telling you something bad about this person, I don't think everybody's out to hurt you and don't want you to be with somebody. They see something that you might not be seeing. So maybe you need to listen. I'm just talking about if you have several people saying the same thing in a situation like that, listen to it. So date smart, not thirsty, and just be careful. Another thing too is stop bringing these knuckleheads around your children. Stop being so quick to moving somebody into your home or you moving into their home, and especially when you have children involved, because the children is going to hurt more. Because a lot of people don't come into your life with good intentions. You have a lot of crazy, sick people out here. Okay, a lot of them. So be careful. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a good night. And thank you, Anti. Thank you, Jack. And bye, everyone.